What's up, y'all? How you guys doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I just choked on that.
Yeah. Was that the performance a bachelor can be happy with?
That is a performance a bachelor could be happy with. That is a performance that my team, myself, my family are all excited for. We put out a veteran in the sport that we took on short notice, and I am absolutely proud of that performance.
Did you think it was going to be sort of the slugfest that it became?
Yeah, I knew that, he needs to do whatever he can to win this fight because, let's be honest, the UFC is probably going to give him his papers and send him on his way. So he brought out the best that he could in himself to try to take me on, and I knew he wasn't going to wrestle. That weight cut was very difficult for him, so to go out there and wrestle me, he wouldn't sustain that type of energy throughout a 15-minute fight. And I knew and I believed in my training, I believed in my coaches and what he said, how it was going to happen. Everything that went through and went in there was verbally told to me by my coach moments prior to that, and I saw that, and I believed in it. It just, I hit harder.
Yeah, you hurt him on numerous occasions through the fight. There was a bit at the end of the round one, I think, where it seemed like he kind of clipped you and maybe had you a little bit hurt. Were you hurt?
Yeah, he definitely hit me, and it gave me like a sensation, like it hurt my eye, and I was like, whoa, what was going on? I felt like he poked me in the eye, so I didn't really know, and I was just kind of backing up, and I felt like I rolled my ankle in the process, so I was like, oh, snap, like what just happened? And then the bell rang, and I was like, okay, I'm good. I looked at James looked at me, he's like, oh, you're fine. I was like, yeah, you're right, I'm fine.
Did you think the finish was fair, or could it have been stopped even sooner?
Yeah, look, this is the thing. You either, tap or sleep, and he went out like a warrior. I hit him with a bunch of rabbit punches when I was on top of him. They were tough. I know I hit very, very hard, especially in those positions. I produced a lot of power in that short range. And when I took his back, he, brought his neck up to where I got that submission. I saw it there. My fight IQ went in. So when I went there and went for the submission, I think he did. He was moving. He was doing everything he needed to do to keep the fight going. That's what he does. That's why he's a veteran in the sport. He knows how to fight hurt. But when it came to the submission, he wasn't going to tap. He was going to sleep. And honestly, I'm proud of him for not tapping. He fought for his last, to his last breath that he could. And that's a warrior. That's an honorable man right there.
Yeah, I know you can't probably even allow these thoughts to enter your brain and stuff, but is it a little bit harder knowing that he's probably gone from the promotion now to fight a guy like that?
It's either him or me. And this is business. I'm not trying to lose my paycheck. I'm not trying to lose my job. And it could be the other way around. You could be sitting here talking to Sam, and I would be back there walking home, sad and everything. I was there 31 months ago, and or a little over than that. This is the fight game. This is all business. This isn't personal. I'm here trying to make a paycheck. I'm here trying to make a statement, and I'm here trying to get it to the top. And that's it.
And last thing from me, I couldn't quite make it out, but on the broadcast, I believe I heard a challenge for badminton.
Yeah, badminton. I challenged the Kansas City Chiefs players, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Tyreek Hill to badminton and pickleball. It's either one, either or. They can choose which one they want to lose to. This is the thing. I'm the king of Kansas City, and they just have to recognize that. They just have a little bit more followers than I. So I think we need to compete against each other.
Would you mind telling me what pickleball is?
So pickleball, you take a wiffle ball and a flat paddle, and the same thing as tennis. Same exact concept as tennis. It's just a smaller court and a very tougher sport because you can hit it super hard. You don't realize you hit it hard. It's fun. We can go. Come to Kansas City. I'll show you around. I'll feed you some barbecue. We'll play pickleball and at Chicken and Pickle. It's a very fun place in North Kansas City.
Good stuff.
And I know you play out, I'm sure the fight plays out in your head multiple times before the fight actually goes out there, but yesterday you even said, watch, he's going to come out with some Taylor Swift, and then we're going to get and throw down. So when he walked out and heard the Taylor Swift, did you know the fight was going to go your way?
Absolutely. I knew everything. I knew he was going to come out with Taylor Swift. The thing is, I love her. I love Taylor.
How can you not?
Like, how can you not? Like, dude, she's amazing. She's beautiful. She has just a godly voice, and she does all of her own music. I love her. So I knew he was going to. He just, he's trying to play mind games. There's a lot of things that he tries to do. He's a veteran. There's a lot of young kids in here that will fold to that kind of stuff, but you can't, if he walked out to something like way harder, probably would have gotten my head. He walked out to my music. I'm the one that walks out to Miley Cyrus, Icona Pop, Taylor Swift, Nicki Minaj. That's me. Who else is our other one that we walked out to? We walked out to Dark Horse by Katy Perry. Like, that's my jam. Don't try to take that from me.
Have you heard any congratulations online from your number one fan, Miley, yet?
I have not looked at my phone. I shut my phone off earlier today, and I just focused. After I talked to my family, I just focused because the main thing today is, defeating Sam Alley, getting the victory, and going home a champion. But I'm sure when I get home and I open up my phone, there'll probably be some messages from a lot of people.
And last thing for me, when you morph, when you did the Power Ranger morph, what do you morph into out there?
I morph into the animal that you guys see in the octagon. And I had to morph back into this lovable, teddy bear that you guys see right now, because I was very, very aggressive in that fight. I don't know if you saw that. I had bad intentions.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Did you think the ref stopped the fight later than he could have, or did you think it was a good stoppage?
I think that was great. I hit him, I rocked him, I ended up dropping, he went to his knee. He went for the wrestling, and I was hitting him in the side of the head, but he was still pressuring forward, he was still moving. The hits that I was hitting with him was with my knuckles. They're hitting the side of the head. He was still in it. As you saw when I turned around to his back, he was trying to stand up. So he still was there. He still was conscious. He was still moving. I think that was a great letting the fighter fight. Because if he would have dropped again, it would have been different, but he didn't. And then I went for the choke, which then finished it. Like, we're fighters. We need to fight. Sam Alvey has been in there multiple times. How many times do we think Sam has been out? He's been dropped multiple times. His last fight, he got dropped flat back, and then he fought to stand back up to a draw. If they would have called it right there, we wouldn't have seen that draw. We wouldn't have seen what had happened. So Mark Smith is an amazing referee, and I think he did a phenomenal job.
Congrats, and would you like to call out any females for pickleball?
Any females for pickleball? I already called out the one female that I need, and we're best friends now. So, whenever The Bachelor comes on, well, I'll have a whole bunch of them in line that I can end up figuring out which one.
All right, congrats.
Thank you. Is that it? Thank you, guys. I'm going to take this. Okay.